So welcome everyone. And today's lick is a blues lick in the key of G. It's between the first position and the second position. So these last couple licks, we're going to focus a lot more on blues, like little short licks that you can use in blues jamming, right? Because it's the easiest to do with the backing track. So if you put on a blues backing track and play this is in G now, you can transpose it to any key and practice like that, okay? Blending into your jamming. So this is going to be starting in the first position of G minor pentatonic. So we're going to begin on the third string, G minor pentatonic, first position. We're going to start with the third finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. It's a full step bend to the 7th fret there. So bend the 5 to the 7. And then you're going to pick we've done a similar lick like this before, the beginning part, right? This is a very nice lick to do in this position because it's very comfortable in the first position. So just bar the 3rd fret on the 2nd and 1st strings with your 1st finger. And then you're going to play the 2nd string and the 1st string. So bend the 5th, 2nd and 3rd like this. And then pick the 2nd string again. So you can let those two ring out because they sound good together, the 2nd and 1st string, or you can make them choppy, right? So that's up to you. So you can do it like that and make them punchy, or you can let them ring, and they sound okay together. So you're gonna bend 5, 2, 1, 2. Then this is a little deep bend. So this is going to again be a whole step, but you can use either your 3rd finger or you can use your pinky on the 6th fret of the 2nd string and bend up until it's at the 8th fret. So like this. So you want to make sure you hit that note. Again from the beginning. And this is going to be a bend that you hold. Okay, so you want to hold it and you want to try to keep it at about the same note, and then we're going to slide from that bend up to the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So when you do that, you don't want to come down first like this. Not like that. So you want to keep the bend, try to keep it at about the 8th note, the 8th fret note. So, and then when you slide up, do it as quickly as you can coming down as you slide up. So it can be a little challenging if you're not used to doing it like this. It takes a lot of finger strength. So you want to be able to maintain that note as best you can, okay? Without hearing any changing in between, as best you can. Whole thing so far. And after you slide up to the 8th fret, then you put your 1st finger on the 6th fret of the 1st string and you pick that. Put your 3rd finger on the 8th fret of the 1st string and you're going to bend that up. So you're going to bend it up to the 10th fret. So like this. So you want to bend it up. And don't let it come back down. It's not a bend and release. You just keep it up there and then stop the note and let it go. So like that. It's a stopping, so it stops when it comes up to the 10. Then you're going to come back to the 6th fret. So, and then you're going to put your 3rd finger back on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. And you're going to finish the run with your 1st finger on the 6th fret of the 1st string, and that's going to be one of those feeling bends, so it's like fading kind of like that, okay? So we'll go through it again slowly in a second. I just wanted to mention that a lot of these licks we're doing now towards the end, they're very much about timing. Right? So if you listen to a lot of older blues, like you'll hear like they use their notes sparingly, right? They don't like constantly run. They use the notes sparingly. So really try to feel the notes and feel the time. You get a feel for it. But you know, there's all different kinds, right? There could be very fast blues and constant blues like Stevie Ray Vaughan, but he also has very slow blues where he's taking his time. B.B. King takes his time, right? He uses notes wisely and sparingly. Right, so So it can be like 3 notes in a row. It doesn't have to be like constantly, you know, or super fast all the time or all this stuff. You can have parts where it slows down because that gives it a tempo change, right? It changes the feeling a little bit. So especially in a slow blues, it really doesn't go with it very well to be constantly fast. You know, slow blues is you feel it, and then the notes come in and add to the feeling. Just something to keep in mind throughout. So this is one of those kind of licks. So it's like, you know, you can change the feeling a little bit as per yourself, how you feel with it, with the lick, right? So, like that one's slow. It can be slow and gradual. You know, that feels good. Or it can be right up there and hold it. So, and then you want to wait, and then the timing is everything to slide up. So you can be like. Or you can hold it a little longer and go. You know, so many different timings where you can just do it right through, so. And hold that note longer. It doesn't, there's so many different possibilities, right? So really put your own feel in it. And you can, again, you can take just parts. So just use this part if you like it, so. And you can just use that part, right? And play with that in a solo. Or you can use the second part. So mess around with it and feel free to break it up and make it your own, right? Because the whole point is to mix it into jamming and play with it with a background track, a backing track. Let's go through the whole thing slowly then, real slow. All right, a little faster. And a little faster. So that was a quick one today, and if you have any questions about the lick, anything we've done so far, any questions about the minor pentatonic or anything you're working with, if you have any questions, if it's a little confusing mixing the patterns or mixing the minor with the major or the blues scale, anything like that, let me know. If you have anything you'd like to see on the channel, let me know. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow for day 26. So take care.